Hey, welcome to Puget Sound's Antique Tractor and Machinery Association's Spring Pull, where we're going to have lawnmowers, antique tractors. Well, they've already done lawnmowers, but antique tractors 3 through 12 miles an hour. We got Big Bertha, the wheel standing truck, fire truck, we got Pro Mods, we got smokers, a little bit of everything. We've had a rain delay. Supposed to start at 1 o'clock. It's getting close to 2, and we're going to get underway. We just got done with the drivers meeting. They got to finish touching up the track, and then we're going to get underway. So hang tight, and we're going to get started. Well, they're doing the final grade prep work on the track. As you can see, got the grader out there doing the final touch-up, passing it in. And you can see around the sign, we got Big Bertha getting ready to pull one of the sleds out, and then we will start this show. Okay, here we go. Wheel standing, Big Bertha. Very far that time, but a truck that big getting the wheels up that high, that's pretty dang cool. They've swapped out the, I believe it was a Cummins, and they put a great big Detroit in there. That's why she sounds a little different. Here we go. It's like 3,000 pound 3 mile an hour on the black sled, and 5,500 pound on the blue sled, the Farmall 350. And neither one of them got very far. Looks like the sleds are set a little tight. Maybe they'll bring them back and reset the sled and try again. We'll see where everybody goes. Okay, the Alice. Looks like he's going to accept his hook. And it's a Farmall 350. Looks like he's headed back to go hook again and possibly get the sled reset. So they did disc the track this morning, tore it up. I didn't get to see what it looked like before they did that, but yesterday it was dry and hard. We got 1/4 to 1/2 inch rain last night, so they disced it open, got it all graded out again. So this track tends to be a little spongy, a little soft, but it's going to take all the power you got and pretty much all the weight on the nose you can put up there, keep your front end down. Okay, it looks like Dallas just made the lap going around, so he's getting right back in the line, so we're probably going to reset his sled as well, and we'll try all this all over again. Alright, again, Farmall 350 at 5,500 pounds, or no, 5,000 pounds, 3 miles an hour. His left tire just spun right out. Almost like he had too much weight on the front end this time.
About 10 feet further than he initially went.
All right, we will see. Farmall 350 got down to 91 feet. And let's see if the sled operator makes another change. All right, the Alice gets down to 81 feet. Not much better than the first hook. Like Farmall 350 is going to go back. We'll see what the Alice does. Okay, so I don't know, I don't have a book in front of me to tell me names, weights, and who's driving what. But the official reader, the official sign for weight and speed is actually 2,500 pounds, 3 miles an hour. We got that C Plus. Alex Chalmers pulling again. And he did worse. Got 77 feet. Looks like the wheels on the sled are, looks like they're sinking in a little bit. It's got weight on the nose. He didn't lift the front, and he just had traction issues. It's just like you're on a clay track and you're on grease. So it's always fun at the spring pull, trying to get everything sorted out for the first pull. Everybody kind of forgets all the little details of what should be where and how much weight and what gear to be in as far as the sled operators go. We've already had our first pull over in Othello. They had one in Silverdale. They had one in Vancouver this last weekend. There's another pull. I cannot think of the name of it. Anyway, we've had 3 pulls in the state. Some of the pullers traveled, some of them traveled up here. Tractor guys, they kind of know where they need to be, but the sled operators, the first time this year here. So, alright, it looks like we got a Farmall BN hooking up to the sled next on the far sled, the black sled. Let's see how they do. And she headed straight for the wall at 56 feet. I know, folks, this is a real nail biter, but they'll get it figured out. We'll get the tractors down the track. It's unfortunate because we have about 300 feet of fans, spectators, here to watch all this. And we're not off to a good start. Like I said, it'll come around, but it's always a tough start like this. Okay, new class on the far sled. 2,500 pounds, 4 miles an hour. Ignore the sign on the sled, that doesn't count. It's down there at the end. And she's going to spin out at 98 feet. So, for the time being, I don't know how many's in the class, but she's in first place for the 4 mile an hour, 2,500 pounds. Okay, here's the second hook on the far sled. I think he needs 97 feet. He's not going to make it. He's going to spin out at 73 feet. They tried again on the near sled, on the blue one, at Farmall 350. I think he made it 20 feet. It looks like they're going to slide the sled over. At the end of the track, the ground drops down. I wonder if, so they're going to move the sled over. It's not such a steep climb. Hopefully he can get out of the hole and get started. Alright, here we go on the near sled. We got that Farmall 350 going. Looks like they got it figured out. Well, it looked good till it didn't, as he spun out at 94 feet. Okay, he's unhooking his own. He is one of the track staff. Alright, on the far sled we got my brother Eric on the little Alice. Oh, he's in trouble. He gets stopped at 49 feet. Yeah, not off to a good start today. If this would have been last night, the track would have been a totally different story. They'd have been getting up and down, but I think right now the track is just too greasy. So, all right, we'll see who's up next. All right, we got John Deere, I think a 50 on the near sled. He's got to move him, but the front end's already coming up. So right where he's at is about where the track starts to level off. As soon as that skid plate hits where his back tires are, he might be in trouble. Made it past. It's getting up on 80 feet. All right, it looks like he's going to get stopped at 82 feet. Not bad, and he has no weight on the front end, so he's doing real good with it. Alright, my brother's rehooked to the sled, but he picked a higher gear. There's only one tire spinning. Did not work. He got down to 40 feet. Frustrating for him, I'm sure. I mean, for all the participants so far. You expect to go at least 100, you know, halfway down the track, but doesn't matter if it's the light tractor or the heavy ones. I mean, we're starting at 5,000 pound, we're having problems. So we'll keep watching and see what adjustments that the sled operators make. Alright, 460. Cannot read. I can't read his footage. 106 feet. 106. I think he picked a higher gear so he wouldn't have so much power to spin out with. Which worked. I mean, he didn't. He left tire track marks, and that was it. Yeah, that's my brother again. I don't know if it's new weight class, if it's 6 mile an hour or what it was, but he got absolutely no place. He took all the weight off the nose, put it on the rear, and he couldn't do anything. Okay, I think this is 4 mile an hour. I'm not sure. So the 350 Farmall got down to 107 feet. I'm sure, I mean, that could be 5,500 pounds. He's got a lot of weight on it, stacked on the front and the rear. Again, if they don't change the signs down here, I'm shooting out guesses. I have no idea. Okay, the far side. They're going to move the sled out here farther, maybe more towards the middle, but not so far back where it's so greasy. I don't think they worked the track much back there. So they're pointing fingers and talking and directing and tossing out ideas on what to do to get that sled down, because you got a track lined with 300 feet of people. About 300 feet of people paid to get into this pole. They're looking for a show. I don't blame them. Hopefully the guys can get this turned around quick. So I was right. That last hook of the Farmall 350 was 5,500 pounds, 4 mile an hour. Now we got a Farmall M on the sled. This is our local FFA shop teacher, well, FFA leader and shop teacher. He's gonna get stopped. Let me get a look. 97 feet. Look at all the dirt building up in front of the skid plate. The box isn't even halfway up. I mean, it's only moved. I don't know if that box moved a foot. Maybe it moved a foot. It's sitting back now. They have just a little nose weight on the front of the skid plate because they can rock that skid plate front to back depending on who's pulling. Only if we need more drag or less drag, and right now it's set forward for less drag. Here we got a wide front Farmall M. See how he does. That's going to be it as he gets down to 103 feet. 103. Alright, we got the narrow front Farmall M back on the sled. Must be a new class. Possibly 4 mile an hour. Far sled, we got a Farmall 8. Farmall H on the far sled, get down to 57 feet. Farmall M, 108. 108. So what they did on the big sled over there, or on the far sled, they went from what, 2,500, and they skipped up to 4,500, which is going to be the heaviest class. So they're going to work from a higher class on the far sled to the lighter weights. And on the near sled, they're just going to start at the 5,000 pound like they had. They're just going to keep working their way up. And they're switching the sign to 6,000 pound, 6,500 pounds, 6,500 pound, 4 mile an hour on the near sled. Coming up next. Passed me by a little bit. Go read 122. Farthest we've been down the track today. got what I call a jailbreak. Getting down there, he's at 150 feet. So he claimed his first puller's right. And I'm sure they reset the sled. And look at the crowd, they're happy to see somebody finally show up down here. Nice hook. So Farmall H will finish off with 163 feet. So on the near lane, we've got Minneapolis Moline G. And it sounds like a John Deere. So I don't know if he's got fouled plugs or what he's got going on. Having a hard time getting it refired. Okay, on the fire lane, we're going to have a John Deere 435 with a little Detroit. Yeah, that G Moline just fired up again. That does not sound good. He's going to try it. I don't think he's going to get too far. Nope. Well, I wonder if he's got in the wrong gear too. Should be in first gear for those Molines, at least stock. Alright, let's wait for a hook to get going. Alright, let's go with the John Deere on the far sled. On the way. Spin out at 176 feet to fans delay. Hey, we got a Massey Harris 55. My brother Eric. Big sled, 7,000 pounds, 3 miles an hour. And he's been walking right by. He's going to spin out at 147, I believe. 147. Alright, we got a U Moline on the near sled. Got an Alice WD on the far sled. Alright, 121 for the U Moline. And I cannot read the reader board from here. 169 for the Alice WD, 169. Near side, we got the Farmall N. We've seen it back, but we have a different driver. Far sled, we got an Oliver 77 hooking up. 128 feet. And Oliver will get down to 140 feet. Alright, here comes that Massey 55 again. This time my nephew, Tanner, is on the tractor. It's funny because my dad, his grandpa, is on the Oliver on the next tractor on the far sled. Tanner is in the 7,000 pound 4 mile an hour class, first hook. Dad is at 140 feet. He's in the 4 mile an hour, 4,500 pounds. And he's going to spin out, and I cannot read it. It's got to be about 180. 180 or so. Alright, we've changed classes. My dad's back on the sled. 4,500 pounds, now 6 miles an hour on the far sled. Near sled, we've moved up to 8 miles an hour at 7,000 pounds. Gone. 302 feet, full pull.
On the Oliver 1800.
Nice hook.
303 on that formal.
Finally got down to full length of the track. Let all the fans see what's going on. Coming swap, Farmwell 560 coming at us. Again, 7,000 pound, 8 mile an hour. And he's going to spin out at 265 feet. 265. New class. 7,000 pounds, 12 miles an hour. And he's going to put the clutch in at 311 feet. Another full pull for that Cummins swapped Oliver. 1800, I believe. Oliver 1800. All right, we're underway on the far sled again. 4,500 pounds, 6 miles an hour. We got my dad on the 770 Oliver. He's shooting ducks over there a little bit as he gets down to 209. 209. Hey, we got that 560 again. 12 miles an hour, 7,000 pounds. He's going going to come up short of the 1800 Oliver as he gets stopped at 295. 295. All right, near sled we got a International 660. Gone up to 8,000 pounds, 4 miles an hour. Slowed it down a little bit. Spin out at 258 feet. First hook, 8,000 pound, 4 mile an hour. Well, it looks like they're having problems with the far sled, so we're going to keep moving with the near lane. We're going to move up to 9,000 pounds, 4 miles an hour. Got a Farmall 806. He's the only one in his class, but he just blew the horn for speed. Automatic DQ. Got he finishes full, and he'll get spun out at 329. 329. All right, same weight, same tractor, new speed, 6 miles an hour, 8,000 pounds. Yeah, man, look at the dirt pile up in front of the skid plate. It's all the way to the top of the skid plate. It's only 6 miles an hour. But he'll get stopped at 214 feet. 214. And the far sled, we're going to change sleds. The black sled seems to be having a problem. It's a self-propelled. I don't know what the problem is. But we're going to get our smaller blue sled out, which we normally use. It's already sitting there. They just got to throw the electronics on it. The next tractor that's hooking to it is backing up to the sled right now to drag it up to the track and get ready to roll. New tractor in the class, Farmall 1256, the Mississippi Belle. Gets down to 245 feet. Again, this is the 8 mile an hour, 9,000 pound class. Nice hook. See here, the track crew is scrambling to get the left reader board up and going for our sled. And here he's going to take our red light, green light for our drivers, which it takes place for our flaggers. Gonna set it up over there next to the other one for the other sled. Right here you got the one for the big sled. So again, right lane is, your numbers are there. Far lane, your numbers are all zeros right now. About ready to get going. We're gonna have to, because we're running out of big tractors to put on the big sled, and we still have a bunch of small tractors to pull. So guess we'll see how this all works out. Here we go! 9,000 pounds, 12 miles an hour. Big White, the Farmall 856 gets down to 290 feet. 290 for Big White. Hey, we're underway on the small sled, far track. This should be 4,000 pound, 3 miles an hour with this Farmall 8. He's going to get stopped at 151 feet. 151. Farmall 1256, 12 miles an hour, 9,000 pounds. He's back. He gets a full pull and he gets stopped at 306 feet. We're going to pan to our left. Got the Farmall H back on the far track. I don't know if they reset the sled or first puller's right, but he's on the sled again. Well, he made it a little farther this time as he gets down to 181 feet. Again, that's 4,000 pounds, 3 miles an hour. All right, here we got a Farm Fresh D21. I highly doubt he's in the 9,000 pound, 12 mile an hour class. They may have changed 10,000. He's going to spin out right in front of us at 222 feet, and I believe it's probably 10,000 pounds, 4 miles an hour is my guess. Hey, far sled, we got a John Deere 435 Detroit, 4,000 pound, 3 mile an hour. Near sled, we got a Minneapolis Moline G705 with a transplant, 800 cubic inch Minneapolis Moline power. It does not sound good. It's got a miss. Alright, the Moline will get stopped at 209 feet. And I can hear the John Deere stop at 175. Where's he at? There he is. 175 for the John Deere, 209 for the Moline. We've got that Alice D21 back on the near sled. New class, 10,000 pound, 6 miles an hour. We've got an Alice WD on the sled on the far track, 4,000 pound, 3 mile an hour. And he hit his limit right there. He'll get stopped at 222 feet. And the Alice WD, we can't see him because this guy's in the way. He's down past 160, and I can just see him spin out at 163. 163 for the WD. Our sled, we got a Oliver Super 77, 4,000 pound, 3 miles an hour yet. Got the 150 foot mark, still going. stopped at 231. 231 for the Oliver. All right, 10,000 pounds, 6 miles an hour. We got that G705 back on the sled. Sounds like it's shooting ducks too. I like timing her spark plugs. It needs some help. I know I just got this project together not long ago, but needs some finishing touches. Oh, I didn't like any of that. So it's helped me fix me as he gets stopped at 201 feet. 201. Yeah, I think the timing's off. You're starting to shoot flames. All right, we got Oliver Rowcroft Super 66. Oh, and he just blew the horn. He's DQ'd. 4-mile-an-hour class, and he bumped the horn. As he sends it down gentle at 258 feet. 258. All right, we got Big White back on the sled. Farmall 856. He is throwing dirt clouds as he gets stopped at 270 feet. 270.